All right, welcome back everybody, and I want to introduce you to the Lotus Flute. This is a flute that I am producing now, and I'll give you a little bit closer look in a second, but I just wanted to let you know this video is about this flute, and I'm also going to demonstrate the difference between a 4-second reverb, which is what you just heard, and a 2-second reverb, just so you have an idea. So if you're playing or you're listening to something, you'll have an idea of what a 4-second reverb sounds like and what a 2-second reverb sounds like. Why not? So this is the Lotus Flute. Here's a closer look. So the story of this flute is that I know a guy. I know a guy who owns a factory in Bali, and so I asked him if he could make flute bodies or flutes, and I've been working with him for some years, and we finally settled on this flute body. This is Javanese teak. So it's kind of like mahogany. It's very simple wood. You see it doesn't have a lot of features. Very straight grain, very stable, nice kind of medium hardwood. The bird is coconut, and so he makes the body, and then I do all the finishing. I do the bird finish. I do all the holes and tune it, and that's it. You can see it's got direction holes down here. It's got the logo, the Lotus Flute logo, laser burned in. It's a 6-hole flute. It's pretty simple mouthpiece, and it says Lotus Flute A on the bottom there. Okay, so that's the flute. I do have these. I have them for sale. I don't have a store set up at the moment, but if you're interested in a flute like this, message me and I'll give you the deets, all right? So that's it. You just heard it. Lotus Flute. It's only in A. That's all I have right now is A flutes. And let me go ahead and do the reverb demo so you'll have an idea, all right? So here's the 4-second reverb. You just heard it a minute ago, but here it is again. So one of the features of the 4-second reverb is that you end up with overlap, right? The notes are overlapping. You end up with, you have that big cavern or what do they call it? Cavern or a crevasse sound, canyon sound, I guess is what they call it. And so that's cool, right? Beautiful, soloing, pretty good for soloing, not as good for rhythmic playing, maybe. Let's listen to the 2-second reverb and see what the difference is. So I think you can hear that we don't get as much of that overlap, which if you're playing rhythmically, but you still want to have kind of a reverb sound, you want to have that, it's not echo, but it's a reflection sound, right? You can still have that, but you won't get as much blending and we could call it a chord effect with a long reverb or, of course, an echo, which literally repeats the notes that you play. So I'm going to turn up the intensity of the reverb on the 2-second until we really hear a lot of reverb. But even then, we shouldn't get a lot of overlap. And here again is the 4-second. Okay, 4-second, 2-second, Lotus Flute. If you're interested in this flute, you'd like to purchase one for yourself or a friend, or 2 friends, or 3 friends, get in touch with me. And in the future, I'll be doing more on these flutes as I have it available. All right, thanks for watching, you guys. I hope this was helpful. Leave your questions and comments below this post. See you later.